Imagine this. You're standing in front of a painting where clocks are literally melting, like wax under the sun. This is not a dream. This is the world of Salvador Dalí. He was born in 1904 in the small town of Figueres, Spain. But his story began even before he was born. Dalí had an older brother, also named Salvador, who died in childhood. And his parents told him, "You are his reincarnation." Imagine what that does to a child's mind. From an early age, he was strange, even by genius standards. He threw tantrums, pretended to be sick to get attention, and already showed an incredible talent for drawing. Later, he entered a prestigious art academy in Madrid. And that's where the real Dalí begins. He showed up to class in eccentric outfits, told his professors he knew more than they did, and eventually got expelled. The reason? He said no one on the committee was worthy of judging his work. And yet, it was exactly this confidence that made him a legend. In the 1920s, he discovered surrealism, an art movement that aimed to capture dreams, the subconscious, and the absurd. Dalí fit perfectly into it. He began creating paintings that looked like hallucinations. The most famous one is The Persistence of Memory. In it, soft clocks melt over a barren landscape. Time here is not solid. It flows. It's subjective. They say the idea came to him while looking at melting camembert cheese. Yes, a genius inspired by cheese. But Dalí wasn't just an artist. He was a performance. He built his image. Long, twisted mustache, the gaze of a madman, bizarre interviews, shocking behavior. Once he gave a lecture in a diving suit and nearly suffocated. But the most important person in his life was Gala Dalí. She was older than him, married to someone else. But Dalí fell madly in love. She became his muse, his manager, and essentially the person who shaped his career. He used to say, "Gala is me." Within the surrealist movement, he had conflicts, especially with its leader, André Breton. Breton believed art should be political. Dalí disagreed. Dalí said, "I am surrealism." Eventually, he was expelled from the movement. But here's the paradox. He became the most famous surrealist in the world. He didn't work only with paintings. He made films. For example, with director Luis Buñuel, created advertisements.
Je suis fou du chocolat Lanvin.
Design projects, and even worked with Disney. Yes, Dalí collaborated with Disney. He turned himself into a brand long before Instagram existed. He understood. To become immortal, it's not enough to be a genius. You have to be unforgettable. But his life wasn't perfect. Many criticized him for his love of money and commercial work. They called him a traitor to art. But he didn't care. He said, "Have no fear of perfection. You'll never reach it." As he got older, Dalí became more and more withdrawn. After Gala's death, he essentially lost his will to live. He lived in isolation, rarely went outside, and his health declined. Salvador Dalí died in 1989, but even after death, he remained in the spotlight. His body is buried in a theatre museum in his hometown of Figueres. Yes, literally inside a museum. Today, his works are worth millions. His style is recognized even by people who know nothing about art. He proved one thing. To change the world, it's not enough to be talented. You have to be yourself, even if the whole world thinks you're crazy. Salvador Dalí didn't just paint dreams. He lived as if reality itself was a dream. And maybe we're still living inside one of them.